simple, nothing concrete, anything. Just a nice, simplified way. First, you got to talk about your safety equipment, which is your seatbelt. Your seatbelt has to be working properly. Shouldn't be any rips or tears in your seatbelt strap. It should latch properly and unlatch properly. You have your fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher should be fully charged, at least 10 BC of liquid. BC, B is for liquid fires, and C is for combustion fires. It has, like I said, it has to be fully charged, up to date. It has to be stored properly, whether it's inside the cab or on the outside of the cab. You have your city horn and you have your highway horn. That is all part of your safety equipment. Now we're going to go towards then we have your fuses. You need one fuse for each fuse the truck uses. Spare fuses are right there. So one fuse for every fuse the truck uses. Next, we're going to go to our gauges. Our gauges are right here. We have our coolant temperature. You know that will be working properly once the vehicle is turned on. The needle will move. With the coolant, it's going to be a gradual climb because the engine has to warm up. Normal operating range for this vehicle is between 165 and 195 for temperature. As far as the oil, that is immediate climb. When it's idling, it's between 5 psi and 20 psi. When you're driving and running, it's between 35 and 75 psi. Then you have your air pressure. You have your primary and your secondary. Your primary and your secondary, the max air pressure that you need to have is 125 for both. But normal operating range, depending on the vehicle, is between 90 and 125. The governor cuts out at 150. So you're not going to get past 150 because there's a system that cuts it out. Next, on this digital dashboard right here, you will have, since my vehicle is not turned on, it don't show the voltage. But your voltage should be between 13 and 14 volts. Once I turn the vehicle on, it might be between 12.8 volts or at 13 volts, but the max you need is 14 volts. Now that started, I'm going to do a safety start. Now for a safety start, you want to make sure your vehicle is secured. Now my parking brake, my emergency is secured. You're gonna make sure you're in neutral. And you have to put your feet down on the clutch. You're gonna put the vehicle on. You're gonna rock that gear shift back and forth. At the same time, you're gonna release the clutch. Now we're gonna build up pressure, and as you can tell over here, our pressure is gradually building up right here. So it's gonna stop right here at 125 or so. Now we're going to move towards our gears, not gears, our devices over here. Now we have our heater and defroster, we have our lights, our windshield wipers, and all that good stuff. Also involved in this, you have to check your lights. So my left signal is working properly because it has a indicator right there. My right one is indicating that it's working properly as well too. My four-way flash are working properly because it's indicating inside. My headlights, my high beams is also indicating that it's working properly. My high beams, I have a 500 feet visibility, and my low beams is about 250 feet visibility. Now we're going to go to we're going to go to our heating control knobs. This knob right here is just basically determines the speed of the heat or the AC. This tells the direction where you want it to go, and this tells the temperature, cold or hot. Now for defrost, you want to check your hand up here to make sure you feel some heat, to make sure your windshield is defrosting. And down here, you want to make sure you feel heat as well too. Now we have our windshield. wipers. Turn that on. Okay, our windshield wipers is working properly. You want to make sure that there is a tight fit on the windshield. You want to make sure that they're actually doing their purpose of getting the water off or any type of debris off the windshield. You want the blades to be soft and pliable, not dry rotted. And also you want to have solution. In this vehicle, our solution is not working, but you want to have solution. As far as the windshield goes, you want your windshield clean, not cracked, not damaged, not leaking. You want the seal around to be not leaking as well, not dry rotted. You want to have your up-to-date sticker. That's important. That you can't operate this vehicle without this. You need this. That's a safety sticker. That tells the police and enforcement agency that your vehicle is safe to be on the road. You can't have no obstructions on this dashboard, anything while you're driving. Now that you have your windshield, the side windows, you know, they shouldn't be dirty, shouldn't be cracked, shouldn't be damaged, shouldn't be missing. Your mirrors should be properly mounted. There should be no missing bolts. Should be clean, shouldn't be cracked. Once your tractor and the trailer is in a straight line, you should be able to adjust the mirrors accordingly to you. Now that we spoke about the safety equipment, the emergency equipment, the heating and defrosters and the knobs and the gauges, we're going to do our parking brake test. Now with our parking brake test, you're gonna have air pressure between 90 and 125, and I'm between 90 and 125, but I want to have max. So I'm gonna idle my vehicle a little bit higher, so I can make sure that my brakes are working properly. Okay, now that I have maximum air pressure, I'm going to put my vehicle in low gear. And I put my vehicle in low gear. I want to put my foot on engage the clutch, put it in low gear, put it in low gear. I'm going to release my emergency brake because I'm testing my parking brake. You want to keep that applied. So now that I have everything set up, still have a good air pressure between 90 and 125. I'm going to slowly release my foot off the clutch to fill that tug. There we go. There goes the tug. I'm going to pull that back, secure my vehicle. My vehicle was held in place by my parking brakes. My vehicle was held in place by my parking brake when I did that clutch, when I did that tug move. My next test is the emergency brake test. With this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I still have adequate air pressure at between 90 and 125. My transmission, I'm going to put back in low gear, engage the clutch. Low gear, first gear. My engine is on, my key is on. I'm going to release parking brake, and this is already engaged. I still have adequate air pressure. I'm going to release my foot off the clutch slowly. There goes that tug. Secure my vehicle back. My vehicle was held in place by my emergency brakes. My next test I'm going to do is my trailer service brake test. I still have adequate air pressure between 90 and 25. I'm going to put my transmission in low gear, which it is. My engine is on, my key is on. This time, I'm going to release both valves. Put my foot on the brake a little bit, release my foot off the brake because I have this trailer service brake handle down. I'm going to slowly release my foot off the clutch to fill the tug. There it was. Secure my vehicle. My vehicle was held in place by my trailer service brakes. Ultimately, this should be working properly as well. My last test that I'm going to do is a full vehicle service brake test. With that, With that, it's the brake pedal. I have adequate air pressure still between 90 and 125. My transmission is at 125. My transmission is at low gear. Engine on. My key is on. I'm going to release both valves. Since my vehicle is not secured, I have to put my foot on the brake. Now with this one, I'm going to move 5 miles per hour, 10 to 15 feet, and I'm going to stop. My vehicle should stop in a straight line. It shouldn't pull right or left. If it pulls right or left, I have a couple things that could be wrong. My tire pressure could be low. The brakes could be out of adjustment. My load could be uneven. The road could be uneven. Could be multiple different things. So that's why we perform these tests. So I'm going to go 5 miles per hour, 10 to 15 feet. And to stop, clutch, brake, and stop. My vehicle did stop in a straight line. Secure my vehicle. My vehicle stopped in a straight line. It didn't pull left or right. And that test is done before was done correctly. My next test is we're going to do the air brake test. Pause. Hey, sir, how you doing?
What's going on? Is there an instructor here?
Yeah, Gabe.
Where's he at?
On the road.
Out of the truck, man. Did he tell you you could be in here?
Yeah, he was here when we was doing this recording. Cause I was we was doing helping him out, so he was recording. Pause it. Paused it.